They once called him the Shadow Tiger of Seoul. His name moved through the streets before he did. Doors opened. Voices lowered. Problems disappeared the moment he stepped in. He had built his power on control, discipline, and one strict belief. Never let anyone see your heart. One cold evening, during a tense meeting in an empty warehouse, something interrupted the silence. A small sound. Not a threat. Not a weapon. A quiet cry. Behind a stack of boxes stood a little girl, 8 years old. Hey, real quick, if you're enjoying this video, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button right down there. It's completely free. It helps the channel grow more than you know, and you'll never miss a video from me again. Also, smash that like button if you're finding this helpful. It seriously makes a difference. Alright, back to it. Dark skin glowing softly under the flickering lights. Braided hair slightly messy. A tiny backpack clutched tightly to her chest like it held her whole world inside. Her name was Amara. She had been moving between shelters after losing her mother. Adopted into Korea as a baby, she often felt different, seen but not always understood. The men waited for their boss to react. He looked at her trembling hands. And for the first time in years, something inside him felt louder than power. He lowered his hand. The meeting ended without violence. That night, he chose compassion over control. And that was the beginning. He made sure Amara had a safe place to stay. Warm clothes, good food, a proper school. He didn't announce it. He didn't seek praise. But people noticed something changing. Rivals saw what they believed was weakness. They tested him. One of his businesses was damaged. Threats were whispered. The old version of him would have responded with fear. Instead, he rebuilt what was broken better than before. When someone tried to create harm, he answered with improvement. When anger rose, he answered with calm. And slowly, people began to understand something powerful. Kindness is not weakness. It is controlled strength. Amara started school, but not every day was easy. Some children stared. Some asked uncomfortable questions. Some simply didn't know how to treat someone who looked different. One afternoon, she came home quiet. He asked what was wrong. "Why do people look at me like I don't belong?" she said. He didn't rush to anger. He didn't blame the world. Instead, he funded cultural events at the school. Programs that celebrated different backgrounds. Activities that helped students learn about one another. Over time, the staring turned into conversations. Conversations turned into friendships. And the lesson became clear. Understanding grows where patience is planted. The more he invested in people instead of power, the more the city changed. Old warehouses became youth centers. Former rivals became business partners. Men who once guarded illegal shipments now guarded neighborhoods. Every time negativity appeared, he responded with something constructive. Every time someone expected destruction, he offered development. He realized something important. Your past may explain you. It does not have to define you. One night, a powerful group from outside the city offered him a deal. Before we keep going, if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button right now and join the family. We drop new videos every week and you do not want to miss what's coming next. Tap the bell too, so you get notified the second we go live. Okay, let's get back into it. Return to the old ways and gain even more power, or refuse and risk losing everything. He stood on a rooftop overlooking the lights of Seoul. Amara stood beside him. "Are you scared?" she asked. "Yes," he answered honestly. She looked at him and said something simple. "If you know what is right, why are you thinking about what is easy?" Children sometimes speak truths adults complicate. The next day, he chose what was right. He closed his illegal operations for good. He invested fully in legitimate businesses and community growth. Some people doubted him. Some waited for him to fail. But consistency silenced doubt. And integrity built influence stronger than fear ever could. Years passed. He was no longer known as a feared boss. He became known as a protector, a mentor, a builder. And Amara grew into a confident young girl who understood her value. At a community event, someone once asked her, "Is it true a powerful man raised you?" She smiled gently. "No," she said. "A man decided to grow." That's what raised me. He had once believed power meant control, but he learned that real power means responsibility. He once believed respect came from fear, but he discovered respect grows from consistency and fairness. He once believed showing emotion made him weak, but he found that compassion made him unbreakable. In the end, the greatest lesson wasn't about mafia empires or city streets. It was this: one small act of kindness can interrupt a cycle of harm. One brave decision can redirect a life. And sometimes, the person you think you are saving is the very person saving you. From every bad moment that tried to rise, good rose higher. And in a city once ruled by fear, hope became the strongest force of all.